Hello, this is Pastor Gary coming to you from beautiful Anchorage, Alaska. We're doing some short clips. We're calling the Gospel in 5, trying to do just a little devotional in 5 minutes or less. Something to encourage your day and to help you perhaps along the way. Our scripture comes to us today from the book of Exodus chapter 14 and verse 13. This was when the children of Israel were actually leaving Egypt. They'd been in bondage 400 plus years. Pharaoh had gathered up army and was pursuing after them. They found themselves at the Red Sea. They were very afraid. They were actually Jewish people historically have been agricultural people and not necessarily fighters. This group of people certainly was. I know the Israeli army today is very, very powerful. But and so they're standing there. They see all these chariots. They see Pharaoh. They're at the Red Sea. They can't go anywhere but drown or die. And God speaks unto his leader of that time, which was Moses, and he gives him this word that I want to encourage you with today. And Moses said unto the people, "Fear not, and stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever." You know, in our life of serving the Lord, and perhaps maybe you're even thinking about that today, and you hear a lot of struggles that people have. Jesus said, "In this world you shall have tribulation." And he didn't say trouble. Tribulation is something very, very far above just having trouble. Trouble is having a flat or getting a headache or running out of gas, car breaking down. Tribulation is compared to the end time things. In this world you shall have tribulation. But he goes on to tell us to be of good cheer because he's overcome the world. These folks were at the Red Sea. They were afraid. Egypt was a type of sin unto the children of Israel. They had found themselves in that bondage for many, many years. God used it, quite frankly, in the beginning as a place for his people to grow in number, for them to be taken care of. And they fared very well in the land of Goshen and grew to perhaps over 2 million people, 2.5 million people. But they weren't fighters. They weren't swordsmen. They were farmers. They were brick builders. They built cities. That was part of what Egypt, the bondage that they put them in, was doing. So they were afraid. And in our life, we'll have fears also. We'll have an enemy that will be similar to Egypt that will chase after us when we're trying to do anything for God. If you don't think that your enemy is going to chase after you, and we don't need to be afraid of him, but just do something and see how much trouble that comes your way when you're trying to do something for God. We're made overcomers through him. Lucifer is not a little god. He's a created being. We have authority over him. As a matter of fact, I've seen children's church age kids have authority over Lucifer. But the promise here is this, that if we go beyond that certain point that perhaps we always get to in our life, then what will happen once we go beyond that is that Egypt, that Pharaoh, that part of our life will be over from there on. We have that promise. The promise is here in God's Word. The promise was, when Moses stood and spoke to those people, he said, "These Egyptians whom you shall have seen today, you shall see them henceforth no more forever." You're not going to see them again because, and as we read the story out, and you can do that as well, we find that they drowned in the Red Sea. God parted the water. They went across on dry land. He sent a wind to dry the earth up. And they went across on dry land. And Pharaoh and his army tried to do that. King James said, essayed to do that. And they were drowned. God made their chariots heavy. Wheels came off, things of that nature, in order to slow their progress across that. So God did destroy that enemy. God wants to destroy the Pharaohs in your life. Let him do that. Trust in him today. This is Pastor Gary coming to you from Anchorage, Alaska. God bless you.